Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Yesterday we talked a little bit about how I'm getting kind of back into the whole, red air stuff. Flew the flanker yesterday. Today we're in the Mig-29. We're once again taking on the F-15 and hoping to put up a good fight in the Mig-29. It's been a decent amount of time since I last flew it, but once again, I'm trying to get familiar with the Russian aircraft. Mig-29 used to be one of my favorites, so I'm looking forward to this fight. Into the merge here, we're going to use the vertical, try to keep them one circle, just to see how the Mig-29 fares. Although the F-15 really does have the advantage in the one circle. And this will be a head-on, so nobody's going to shoot. And so we talked about yesterday how between 350 to about 400, 420-ish, the F-15 is going to get 19.1 degrees a second. Just trying to climb over his nose here. He did beat me in the one circle as expected. Now, if he can pull 19.1 degrees, the MiG-29, last I checked, at 700 kilometers an hour could give me 20.1 degrees. So literally 1 degree a second more than the Eagle. So I feel pretty good about that. And I think I'm already... Oh, yep. Tried to point his nose there. That's good for me. That means he had to cash in energy to take that shot, which he messed it up. And I'm just gonna maintain my energy. You see him now dumping his nose, trying to regain that energy that he cashed in at the beginning. And I'm just staying right with him. I'm maintaining my energy. I'm a little bit faster than I'd like to be. Remember, I want to be at around 700 kilometers an hour. And we got him locked up here. A little bit of shots there, give him something to think about. He's kind of lucky none of those hit him in the face. Just constantly trying to stay out of his nose, out of the flight vector of his nose. The MiG-29 doing pretty well so far. I haven't really... Oh, almost had him. Almost. That was millimeters, man. I haven't really taken the F-15 into the raid fight, not entirely. He does seem to be trying to avoid that, obviously knowing the MiG-29 is a little bit better than the F-15, but again, just 1 degree a second doesn't mean I can squeeze out that 1 degree, right? It's all about how well I manage the energy and the speed of the MiG-29. If I do a poor job of that, the F-15 will outrate me. And that's often how you see me outrating other aircraft that technically should be winning. It's just a matter of a better energy management. And we are in a pretty good position behind this guy now. Nicely tucked into the control zone, managing the closure. He's going to reverse that turn in an attempt to make me overshoot, but it should cost him his life. There we go, good hit. Got a couple hits of 30 mil there. And he is on fire, and there's the ejection. Yeah, so the turn reversal in an attempt to force an overshoot, but because I had good distance, cost him his life. So the Mig-29 is a very capable dogfighter, as we saw in the last round. Definitely capable of giving the F-15 a hard time. But the main problem for the Mig-29 is getting to the merge, especially since it has the helmet-mounted sight and the high-off bore sight AA-11 Archer. It could present some very serious problems for the F-15 in a merge. The problem is getting to the merge. This is obviously something the Mig-29 will struggle with against the F-15. Into the merge here. One circle, we both went vertical, almost hit him there. I really just did that to make sure he didn't pull into me there. Would have been nice to hit him, but... Here we go. Wait. Whoa. Almost hit him there. Just gotta get this nose up, pull into him, pull over his nose. It will be difficult. He will probably cash it in and take a shot here. No. Okay, it looks like he's trying to conserve his energy a little bit better than last time. We see full nose dump attitude here. He's probably going to try to point the nose at us here. Once again, we're going to turn into our bandit and try to climb over him. Do your best to not dump your nose, like, you know, very aggressively in these situations. You don't want to open up too many angles for your bandit. And so here we are, committed to the rate fight now. And you can see that Eagle doing a very nice job of coming around. I'm still a little bit slower than I would like to be. Just having a hard time getting this MiG up to 700. It's taking me a little bit too long. And that Eagle is becoming problematic. Not a little bit too fast. Got to pull a little bit harder. Alright, let's try to sit here. Oh, he's really coming around. So this is an example of not managing your energy well. All kinds of flailing around trying to survive that last outrating, I guess he gave me there. But luckily we did come away from it. He does realize that I was slow in order to force the overshoot, and so he has opted for the vertical fight there, which was definitely the correct move. I couldn't follow it. Almost hit him there. Very, very dangerous. He should have just ditched out into the rate fight. Although this is also kind of problematic. Oh. And he is nicely situated back there. This is going to be a very serious problem. I'm going to try to ditch out into the rate fight, but this does not look good. Very bad. So unfortunately I got a little bit too slow in the last round when I was trying to force him to overshoot. Obviously trying to get slow is the name of the game, but I kind of did it right in front of his nose, which obviously is problematic. Anyway, Mig-29 still pretty impressive. I've always kind of enjoyed it. It does get a bad rep because it's been shot down so many times. but it is a sweet little plane into the merge here. Once again, if you can get into the merge with the Mig-29, you can be a serious nuisance. Look at this. One of those rounds could have easily hit him. Come on. Yeah, see, there's that eagle nose. Very problematic. So both of us lucky to survive a few rounds there being thrown at us. Gotta get out of that nose. See, that's the problem with going one circle with an eagle. I do sometimes do it just to see how the other guy, you know, like maybe he's not good in the one circle and I can win. Again, just because the aircraft is capable doesn't mean the pilot can squeeze that kind of performance out of the aircraft. So you still want to try it unless you know, and maybe don't try it at the beginning of the fight because, like, just use it to gauge his skill a little bit. And if you think you can play around with him a little bit, you can try the one circle just to have fun. But if you're determined to win, obviously stick with what your aircraft does best, which in this situation is the rate fight. This is kind of what I've got him in now. He does appear to be trying to make it a vertical fight, but it's okay because the Mig-29 does also have really, really good thrust to weight ratio. And I would bet money he got a little bit too slow. Yeah, that kind of looks like a slow eagle. He's trying to ditch out of the vertical fight here, but not like that. There we go. Oh, it took off that wing, but maybe eagles don't fly so well with just one wing. There's the ejection, and that looks like it might fall right on top of somebody's house. Yep. Alright, the last video you guys said you liked the longer form videos, so I'm just going to do one more fight here just to really squeeze it out for people who want to watch another fight. And also we'll give this F-15 here, flown by Steel Rain once again, an opportunity to, have another crack at the Mig-29, I guess. Into the merge once again. Alright. See, he does influence the one circle, but God, he's problematic. You can tell he's a little bit upset from the last two rounds. A little bit more aggressiveness in the way he ripped across that one circle and just started spraying rounds. A little bit of spray and pray maybe involved in that one. That's way too far to be shooting. Way too far. Once again, you're just trying to avoid that nose. And I do kind of, at times like to see Eagle players just trying to point their nose at me. Because if you can do a good job of avoiding the nose, they're actually bleeding a lot of their energy off. There's more shots, which is actually one of the reasons why the Eagle is so good in the one circle. Look at these rounds, way short, and this F-15 pulling lead once again the entire time. And we're going to start pulling back on the burner. And we're just going to let this thing tighten down this circle. There we go. And remember, the Mig-29 should outrate the F-15. There we go, just passed through 700 there. And you did see the Mig-29 nose absolutely swing around. In the low speed, regime, the Mig-29 actually has Very similar nose performance to a Hornet. Not so much like in the second and third slow turn, where the Hornet just keeps pointing his nose, but the Mig-29 can give you one really nice turn with the nose. Again, very similar to the Hornet. Like, it'll feel like the nose authority of a Hornet, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. We now have this F-15 locked into a rate fight, and I am absolutely outrating him here. That was a little bit of turbulence we just hit there. Very, very slowly but surely. Once again, we're not pulling him into the HUD just yet. Now we're pulling him into the HUD. Remember, we want to go for the low aspect. He's trying to tighten down. Actually, it worked kind of well. And he'll jink out of the way. I'm going to manage our closure. There we go. Very nice. Oh, he's not dead yet. No problem. We can fix this. There we go. Alright. Very cool. Splash 1 F-15.